Hey leaders, hope you're doing well. Happy New Year. I have a couple things I wanted to go over. First was just kind of a basic review over Ian, and letting you know how things are going there. Second, wanted to kind of recap a little bit of the celebration banquet. And three, a look at this series and what's coming up this semester. Definitely ways that you can plug in and help us out during these stressful times. First thing is on Ian. If you've been following Caring Bridge website, he is in remission already. He has less than 5% leukemia cells in him. But next week is going to be the really big day, so you can be praying for that. Day 29, day 28, he finishes stage 1 therapy. On the 29th day, which will be next Friday, we meet and we go over how much leukemia is still left in his body. They kind of communicate it this way. If you think of, he started at 85 to 90% leukemia was in his bones, those leukemia cells. That has went down to less than 5%. I said that part's kind of the easy part. Getting rid of the residual, that's when it gets kind of tough. So, as they scan next Friday, they'll determine if he's low risk, meaning he has less than 1% leukemia, or if they're having a hard time getting rid of that last 5%, then they're actually going to consider him high risk. That terminology is what it is. It's either he's going to be low risk and cured pretty, the success rate is huge and the treatment is very mild. If he's going to be determined high risk, we're going to be in for a pretty bumpy road with prognosis is still good, but the treatments are much more intense, so obviously the side effects are. So please be in prayer. It's been great to this point. Physically on him, he sustained things well. Our little guy's over 50 pounds now, so he's gained about 9 pounds through this treatment process, and it's mostly here, and some in his belly. But emotionally, we're doing pretty good, and physically, we're pretty tired. It has been a hard road, but we're getting through it, and obviously praising God for the great news we've had this part. And thanks for praying, thanks for caring for us through this. The second thing to go over was just a little recap of Saturday. If you missed that, it was our volunteer appreciation, and the two things we want you to know for sure, every leader that's on board, is one, as we thank you. Thank you for everything that you give up. Every Sunday night, it comes once a week, or your small group, that's once a week, and you make sacrifices to be there. Um, and we just so appreciate that. Without you, this ministry couldn't exist. And that was kind of the second main point of that night, is that we do need you. We need to come together around a common vision, a common goal, to make more and better disciples. And we're called to reach this age group. Shared some stories. I've had some great stuff come up over the past couple weeks. Some students that have made some great decisions, previous students. I'm doing a wedding actually tomorrow of a couple that I got to baptize personally, and they are going to be virgins, and they're going to be getting married. And if they were to pull all their friends, I would say they know less than 2 or 3 people. It's not the norm in their circle of friends. So cool testimony, great day of celebration. I also had a couple conversations from other students who are in a tough spot. A student who I only knew for probably a couple months right before I left, he actually tried to take his own life last week. Another call was from a student who will be celebrating his daughter's 1 year first birthday, and he was a student for a few years back. So, interesting news. One thing we know for sure is that our job is needed. We're needed to be together. A lot of people have asked, hey Matt, how can we help you through this? One is as a leader in this ministry, just circle up, rally up, and let's do this together. Now more than ever, the little things matter. From being there on time, ready to serve, to turning in attendance. This is a season where each of us, as you look down, I'm sure you've seen from emails that Jenna's grandmother's in the hospital. Dan had lost his father. Our team, we're just pretty emotionally beat up right now. So an encouragement from you guys, being there, ready to go, showing up every week. Those that sign up every week, and then just being there for us and encouraging us, that's huge right now. And most importantly, just to love on the students. As we share stories about how we're serving students together, that's what builds our camaraderie. That's what builds our strength. That's what builds our unity. So thanks for doing that. Thanks for being thanks for serving. The third thing is kind of where we're going. Some of the things to make sure you're aware of. In this email, you got a schedule of the rest of the weeks of the year, what weeks we're meeting, what weeks we're not. Also, just for your horizon, PCTC is coming up. Now, that's 27th, 28th, 29th, off memory. I'm the president. I hope I know it. So it's not the 29th. But yeah, it's the last weekend in February. And we're going to be taking both middle school and high school there. So please check your schedules. Let us know within the next couple weeks if you're able to make that trip. We each know what the power of a conference is. So that'll be great to have you there and be a part of that. So thanks for considering that. Also, I just want to let you know what this next series is. This new series is called True Life, and we're having 3 guest speakers. The first week is Daryl Pearson. He is a professor at Eastern University, and he is a national speaker. He used to do a Young Life, a Wild Truth conferences. He would go all over the country speaking at those, spoke for Young Life, spoken for so many different ministries. So he's a great guy, a great communicator, so it'll be an awesome weekend. The following weekend is Sean McCarthy. That was my roommate in college. He's the tattoo wild guy that has a great conversion story. And the third week, Karina Poland. Some of you know her. She is the MOPS coordinator at Mountain, and she is just full of energy and just has a great story as well. So that's our next series, as we'll be looking at focusing on students to look at their own spiritual life and to imagine where are they at with God and where do they want to take that. Focusing a little bit around identity. Who are they? Are they like who they want to be? Are they living out the story they want to share themselves? So we're excited about that. That'll be a great series. Then we'll have the Super Bowl party, and then after that, we'll take on a relationship series in February. So guys, thanks so much. This material is also in the email. Call if you have any questions. Really appreciate you guys. Thanks for being part of this team. Love you guys.